What's up, comic fans, and it is time for the previews of the books coming out this week. It is time for New Comic Book Day preview, and we're going to get into the books right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Alright, so we're going to get into the books, but first don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up if you like the content, thumbs down if you don't, and comment down below. And go ahead and share with your friends if you think they'll enjoy this. Alright, you know how we do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get into the spec books. These are the spec books coming out on November 3rd. Alright, so right off the bat we got Moon Knight number 3. That is the first appearance of Hunter's Moon. This is the second printing. We live in a market where these second printings, can jump in value because of scarcity. So here we have Moon Knight number 3, yes, brain fart. Second printing, again, first appearance of Hunter's Moon. There he is, Dr. Badir. First full appearance. Also, there is a rumor that there will be a red variant, so it'll be like issue 1, but Moon Knight will be in red, and that will be the Walmart variant, and that may be dropping this week. It may be dropping whenever those new Walmart books decide to drop, but that will be one of the Marvel 3-packs coming out. That is what I've heard. But anyway, here we go. Moon Knight number 3, second print, first Hunter's Moon, first book on the spec. Alright, next one up is New Burn number 1. This is not your classic superhero book, right? This is about a private detective without loyalties, investigating conflicts between rival crime factions while collecting enemies along the way. This is from Chip Zdarsky and Jacob Phillips from That Texas Blood. I love That Texas Blood. I also love Chip Zdarsky and Daredevil. That is one of the best Marvel series out there right now. That Texas Blood, the second arc, magnifique so far. Alright, so there you go. And you also have Nadia Shamas and variant cover artist Tula Lote on this. Alright, but this just looks, check out some of these variant covers, those are pretty cool. It's a Chip Zdarsky book. It is something, if this is a private detective type of series, right? No special effects. This is something that could be done for TV with, not an exorbitant budget. So this has a shot. Also, Chip Zdarsky is an excellent writer. So there you go. New Burn number 1 on the list. Now you've got Spawn 323. And I'm pretty sure Spawn 323 came out this book, but it's still solicited. This book came out last week, but it's still solicited for this week. I did not see any of these Bjorn Barron's variant covers. So it may very well be that these variant covers are coming out this week. But if you look at it, right, this is an Image book, right? Spawn book, right? We have the Violator right there. But look at those kids. One's dressed up as Batman, one is like Captain America, and the other one is Wonder Woman. That's just pretty cool. So I think this cover has some spec just because of the fun nature of it, the greatness of it, and the fact that you have some pretty close facsimiles of some properties from other comic book publishers out there, right? So this book looks like, regardless of what's in it, this is going to be a cover spec. This is a book that may pop just due to the artwork. Alright, let's go and look at the rest of the books. Next, we have Star Wars Bounty Hunter number 17. This is the Sprouse Lucasfilm's 50th variant. Alright, and this book right here, because of the cover characters, looks like is being highly speculated on amongst Star Wars fans, that in a couple of years this could be like one of those $50 books just due to the cover. Now this is just stuff I've read on the internet, but I came across it and I was like, let's throw it up in the spec, because as we all know, Star Wars books sell, especially when something hits on a Star Wars book. So that's why we have Star Wars Bounty Hunters up here, right? This is why we have that number 17 Sprouse Lucasfilm's 50th variant, because this cover may blow up. So that's two cover specs on there, and then we have two just, comic specs. Moon Knight number 3 is obviously a second print or a reprint, and New Burn is the only one in there that may become something due to substance. All right, so Spawn 323 is probably going to be a quick flip. Bounty Hunters number 17 maybe more of a long-term hold, though it also could double up as a quick flip. New Burn number 1 is probably long-term hold, and Moon Knight number 3 is going to be a hold for a little bit too. That's just me. So Spawn 323 is going to be that quick flip, but any of these I think you can hold long-term and still make a profit on. All right, let's stop talking about spec. Let's get into the rest of the books coming out this week. All right, we're going to start off with Image Comics. Also, guys, in case you didn't know, I think on Sunday those Halloween books dropped. So if your local comic shop had those Halloween Fest books, they probably came out on Sunday. All right, Image Comics. What do we have from Image Comics? Well, there's a thing called Truth. That's number 1. If you're into collecting all number 1s, that's there. Firepower number 17. That's a fun family series right there with Kung Fu. All right. Ed Brubaker has the trade First Day of Christmas Friday. Book 1, The First Day of Christmas. Check that out if you're interested, if you like Ed Brubaker. Alright, Philadelphia number 18 is coming out. I love me some Philadelphia. That cover is crazy. Who did that? Simon Bisley. Alright, crazy cover there. Magic Order number 2 is coming out. This is supposedly optioned by Netflix. Mark Miller, Stuart Immonen. I really liked the first series. It was really good. So I'm going to check out Magic Order 2. A lot of covers for that too. So there's a lot of hype behind that. The Me You Love in the Dark, number 4 or 5 is out this week. Alright. New Burn, which we talked about. And there's a Lute cover. I think this is a really cool cover. Alright. And Primordial, number 2 of 6. I think, well, the A cover already came out, guys. That came out last week. So these are like the B's and the C's. So B and C should be coming out this week. All right, we got Radiant Black number 9. I know there's a lot of Radiant Black fans out there. We got Silver Coin number 6. There is the Spawn 323 cover C. This is the only one listed this week. Image right now is a little messy with their shipping, right? Books A covers may come out a week before the B and the C cover, so, or A and B might come out, so they're just all over the place with their shipping. Paper troubles, guys, paper troubles. All right, and The Walking Dead Deluxe number 26 out this week. All right, we're in Dark Horse. All right, and what do we have from Dark Horse? Anything worth looking at? I mean, all comics are worth looking at. It's just, what do I see here? They have the EC Archives Haunt of Fear trade. A lot of these books in here. Yeah, this collects issue 15 through 17 and number 4 through 6 of the classic horror series. To get these as singles, pretty hard. So, if you're into these fear books, these classic Golden Age or Silver Age books that go back, I'm not exactly sure of the timing on those guys, but if you want these books from back in the day, that is a cheap way to get it, $20 for the trade, instead of trying to get those singles where you'll probably pay $20 each, unless you're lucky enough to find somebody who doesn't know what they have, and you can find them real cheap on eBay or something like that. Alright, you have Orphan and 5 Beasts number 3 of 4. I feel like issue 2 came out like 2 months ago. So this might be worth waiting until issue 4 comes out before you read all of it. But it's James Sacco. He's writing it. He's drawing the art for it. It's pretty good. Stranger Things for you Stranger Thing fans, and now we're moving on to IDW. Not much out from IDW this week. Star Trek, if you're a Star Trek fan, and you got April O'Neil, the best of. All right, DC, and we're in DC. You got Arkham City, Order of the World #2 coming out. A lot of people like #1. I haven't read my issue yet, but it looks like a good series. At the very least, the covers have been really cool. I think this cover is pretty awesome. That might be a cover buy right there. All right, moving on. We got Batman #116 as James Tynion, or Tynan, excuse me, has his run, comes down, winds down. Here we go. Also, Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad are on this. As we get closer and closer to the conclusion of Fear State, Cloonan and Michael Conrad do the secondary story, Batgirls, on Batman. All right. Molina does his cardstock variant, which is pretty cool, and we're moving on. Lots of Batman out, okay? So pick up whatever Batman you love. If you love all the Batman, get all the Batman. All right. Dark Knights of Steel is coming out, #1. Tom Taylor, Yasmin Putri. This looks like the makings of a pretty cool series. All right, this is placing the DC characters kind of in medieval times. It's like an Elseworld kind of vibe, a different universe. We'll see how it fits into what's going on now. All right, what else do we have? We have Human Target #1 of 12. There's so much stuff coming out. This is Tom King at his best, doing what he does. He takes these lower level characters, these characters B, C, D listers, and writes these 10, 12 issue maxi series, and he makes people, relate to these characters. It's really weird. The Joker gets a hardcover, volume 1. That's right, enough issues of the Joker have come out. So if you want a good Jim Gordon story, go ahead and pick that up. Joker's in there too. Don't get me wrong, I like it. All right, Joker Presents a Puzzle Box #4 is out. That's Chip Zdarsky book. Again, Chip Zdarsky, excellent writer. Justice League Incarnate #1 for you Justice League fans. All right, Nice House on the Lake goes to issue 6. So this has been an interesting read. I need to really catch up though. I think I'm on issue 4. All right. We're at Marvel Comics now. All right, Amazing Fantasy #4 of 5 is coming out, and we've got this Kari Andrews cover, which I think is pretty cool. It's different. All right, let's keep looking. We got some Dark Hawk there. I always mess up on Dark Hawk. Ha! Death of Doctor Strange #1 of 5 gets a second printing. If anything comes of this book, again, second printing could, pop in the secondary market. Let's continue on. What else we got? We got that Moon Knight #3, second printing. We got the Star Wars #18. Pick whichever cover you like, if you like any of them. You also have this 50th anniversary Star Wars cover. Lots of people on there. That's pretty cool. And as we keep looking, here's the one that has some buzz right now on the internet. Do it what you may. Strange Academy presents Death of Doctor Strange #1. Remember, Doctor Strange, it's Strange Academy. That's his thing. Alright, Winter Guard is up to #3 or 4, and X-Men Legends #8 is out. Also, The Trial of Magneto gets a second printing. We're now at Dynamite, and there are a lot of things, or a lot of covers that come out of Dynamite, and let's just scroll through them and see if anything here is worth getting. If you are a devout Dynamite person, let me know what out there is good. I've heard Betty Page is actually not bad. I heard that one's pretty good. You got some Vampirverse, lots of covers. Alright, we're on to Boom Studios. Not a lot from Boom out this week. Lumberjanes gets its trade, volume 20. You got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Necessary Evil Deluxe Edition hardcover, or hard case. Part 1. And then you got Proctor Valley Road with the trade. Alright? And now we're up to all the rest of the books coming out this week from all the other publishers. Alright? So let's just scroll through. Let's see if we forgot anything. Let me know. There's Blade Runner for you Blade Runner fans. Blue Flame gets to number 5. Alright, we're going to keep going. And thanks for staying with me to this point. Alright. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And I appreciate that. Alright. What else we got? We're in the E's now. I don't know, I might have missed something. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if I've missed anything. Gun Honey number 1, third printing. Has a metallic ink variant. Who knows if that'll be worth anything, but it's going to be a cool book to have. That cover flew off shelves. So if you managed to get one, good for you. And if you flipped it, also good. Knighted. This sounds like an interesting one. Alright. Basically, and that's a nice homage cover. This bureaucrat kills his city's Dark Knight, I guess you can call it, or vigilante, and he's got to take up the mantle and, you know, become this hero so that his city doesn't fall into despair. So there you go. Here's cover B. Why not? So this might be worth reading. Sounds interesting. Alright. Life is Strange. That's also out. Yeah. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Volume 11. That's out. Out of Body number 5 is out from Aftershock. Rick and Morty. That's a good thing. Rush number 1. Here's a new one too. There's some good stuff coming out. Alright. This happens in 1899 in the Yukon territory, so this is going back a little bit. The hungry earth reddens under snow-clad hills. So what is this about? A frozen frontier, bloodied and bruised by the last great gold rush, but in the lawless waste to the north, something whispers in the hind brains of men, drawing them to Blighted Valley, where giant spider tracks mark the snow and impossible guns roar in the night. To Brookhoof, where gold and blood are mined alike, now stumbling towards its haunted forest, comes a woman gripped not by greed, but the snarling rage of a mother in search of her child. From Cy Spurrier and Nathan Gooden comes Rush, a dark, lyrical delve into the horror and madness of the wild Yukon. Could be interesting. I don't know. Could be worth a look. There's a lot of covers, so there's a lot of hype behind this. There's a 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, and a 1 in 100 foil. Let's just take a look at that. I'm not going to run out and get it, just so you guys know, but that's interesting. That is definitely interesting. That is the stuff of nightmares, actually. Especially if you don't like spiders. Alright. And we're coming towards the end, guys. So again, thank you for sticking with me. Turbo Kid gets number 2 of 2. Right? Apple's Lost Adventure. And if you haven't seen the movie, I started watching it the other day. I didn't get to finish it, but it's pretty out there. Alright, and that's it, guys. We are done. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Do what you do, I'ma do what I do. I'ma get ready for this week's books. Peace!